Hello, thank you for joining us today on Takpo TV. What I want to talk about today, in Oyo State, the state governor, Seyi Makinde, resolved their transportation group and revoked the power invested on their so-called chairman. His name is Auxiliary. That very night, he sent his boys to go and shoot guns in the front of the governor's house.
Hey! People don't have fear in this life. Oh. Someone that is the number one citizen of the state, he have the army in his command, he has police in a mere call, he has their Oyo State Security Agency.
Do you know the funniest thing is that the next morning, Amotekun, that is the state security agency, flooded the whole Ibadan after the governor arrested the auxiliary guy and his boys. But I wonder why the governor didn't use the police or army. Rather, he used Amotekun.
You don't know that the police and the army are federal? And the man that is in federal now is the godfather of Agberus. If you go and use federal security agency now, their grandmaster will give a command from Abuja to release them. You don't know in the time of Boko Haram that when you arrest them, somebody will come and release them. Now Agboro is their turn. Did we not see in the country where army and the police were beating and even killing armless and defenseless civilians? Meanwhile, they were protecting bandits, herdsmen and Boko Haram.
That's plenty wisdom there. If you ever come in contact with these motor park chairmen, oh my God, the kind of effrontery that they have. The man will be going in the front, even with escort vehicle, a touts, then his allies will be following him from behind with plenty of those white Mazda buses.
We call them Oshodi Ibadan bus.
And when he's going like that, you dare not overtake him. I'm saying what I've experienced firsthand, one-on-one. They nearly beat up an elderly man in his 60s just because the man was rushing to the bank, and the driver just happened to overtake their vehicle just before he turned to the bank. I don't want to talk about that experience.
That is power drunkenness on a man that nobody in the society voted into power. Neither is he contributing to the society in any way apart from his boys extorting money from motorists.
If you go to Ibadan, you see elderly men in their 60s and some even in their 70s as taxi drivers, bus drivers, bike men struggling to survive. Then you see these jobless Agberus, touts running up and down, harassing and extorting money from them. I think Seyi knows what he's doing. Since the man came to power, Ibadan has been placed as the second fastest growing city in Africa next to Accra, Ghana. Even our almighty Lagos is rated as number 3, following Ibadan from behind. So to sustain that growth and bring in more investments, he needs to clean up the city so that investors can find the city attractive to invest in.
That was what Babatunde Fashola did to Lagos State. Lagos was known for dirty and pickpocketers, robbers. When the man cleaned up the state and investors came in, we can see the result, not what we hear that one man built Lagos.
The only money that goes to the state government is the yearly sticker that they purchase and stick on their vehicles or bikes. They renew it just once in a year, and it's not expensive. But you see all these 500, 200, 300, 700 that Agbero extort from them on daily basis. It goes to those their chairmen. From one taxi or bus, different categories of people will collect money from them every day. We saw them protested in Lagos last year, and they were showing a list of the amount that each driver is being extorted on daily basis. Some amount up to 5,000, some 7,500 and so on. From one vehicle on a daily basis. Oh, come on.
The money they collect from you one day is more than even what the government collects in a whole year, sir.
What are you talking about? But a man that does not contribute to the society in any way is extorting people of that money every single day. Meanwhile, if you are driving on a bad road, you blame it on the governor. But the person that you are paying money to every day, you don't call him to come and fix the road for you. But he's making more money from you than the government.
Those are societal parasites, eating from the people and not giving back. Because like it or not, it is not the bus drivers and taxi or Okada people that will pay that money. They will indirectly add it to your transport fare. Because like it or not, the bus driver must make his money at the end of the day. So it is you and I that they are extorting from. And someone say without the chairman, transport will not make sense.
In what way, please? I think that is a deluded way of thinking. How would transport not make sense without their chairman? Is it that if you take your bus, taxi or bike to the road, it is the chairman that is going to look for passengers for you? Or when you carry passengers to their destination, let's say from Ajah to Balinde or from Iwuru to Bodija, is it the chairman that will help you to collect money from the passenger?
Or the money you collect will not enter your pocket because there is no chairman or Agberu. Or maybe the chairman is the one that will fuel your vehicle for you to use to work.
All this originated from Lagos, where their Grandmaster Tinubu even gave them uniforms to wear, and they feel they are very important people in the society, not knowing that they are parasites, like Takpo said.
They said it was because of those people that were causing crime that they now converted them into Agberu to remove them from crime.
Stories for the forefathers. So there's no crime in Lagos anymore, right? That's just a joke. That's not how crime is being combated in the society. It's just who they are. So a governor that will allow that to happen in his state bears the same trademark with them. Any sensible person will wipe out any such people. However, the thing that captured my attention this week is when Buhari said that he did not save enough money for him to feed his sheep and cows. Who asked you to deceive yourself? Because you are trying to deceive yourself with that kind of statement. We know how far with you, Oga.
Someone that his son was giving out iPhones that they sold for over 1.5 million naira each as a wedding souvenir, where some people were even getting 3 or 2 self. That is the person that said that he did not save enough money to feed his cattle and sheep. 419 and scammers.
Is it just that? Buhari that was paid off. Few days to his handing over, Buhari took loans worth trillions of naira and he went away with that money. What did he use that money to execute? When you know that you have less than a week. The other one was less than 2 weeks. The other one was less than a week. Excuse me. What are we talking about saving money? Are we that foolish? Watch out if Buhari bases in Nigeria. Before you know, they will all be off to Dubai to enjoy their loot. Is it not where Aisha has been till recently that she came back? What a shame. Sometimes just keep quiet. You people have captured Nigeria as a cash-out cow. So keep enjoying it, since God himself has decided to allow evil people to thrive. So be it. But we know that this movie has not ended yet. What they stole from us hasn't been returned yet.
They said Nigerians are more difficult to control than cows and sheep. If you knew that they were too difficult to control, why did you not campaign for the second term after you saw it the first time? You just wanted to waste our time and drag us backward, Abi? Abi, you thought that democracy is the military regime that you control people the way you like. Now, like this, we will have office of the first daughter, office of the first son, office of the first touts, Agberu. Una never say anything, sef. Now, for those of you that sold your vote for 5,000 naira, you can now use that 5,000 naira to buy 5 liters of fuel, since fuel is now 500 naira per liter. It will serve you for the next 4 years. You will pay rent from that 5k, you will pay your school fees from that 5k, you will buy food from that 5k. Poor people that are even supposed to vote for good governance for their life to get better, they are the ones that are voting for the wrong people. The people that are already rich, like people living in Ikoyi, Victoria Island, VGC, they didn't vote for the wrong person, no? But now you go to vote for wrong person. Whether you are voting because of tribe or what. Oh yeah, now, when you reach filling station to buy fuel, tell them that you voted for Tinubu, they should sell fuel for you at 20 naira per liter. Abi, you go to the market, tell them that you voted for Tinubu. What they are selling for 10,000 naira, they should give it to you for 500 naira. Alright.
You know, during the campaign, many people saw the move as a tribal exercise. Remember, I said on this platform that I know many people who campaigned and voted for Buhari that suffered during his administration. In fact, some even died and some got killed. And I advise that people shouldn't vote for who will kill them. Now, nobody is carrying gun to kill you. But the things that will kill you are government policies and actions. The day before yesterday, I was chatting with a friend on WhatsApp and he told me he didn't go to work. I was like, what happened? He said no transportation. So I was like, is it that there are no buses on the road or what? He said from his bus stop, Igondo, that's after Awoyaya, to Ikate is 2,000 naira.
Hey! Wahala Pro Mass Undiluted Reloaded. This is Renew Hope. Oh. There is hope for all of you that are living far away from your place of work. Oh. You enter 2K just to go to Ikate. You have not entered inside. Oh. You have not eaten for that deal. Then you have to pay your way back again. So in a day, you will be spending like 5,000 naira on transportation. So if you work 5 days in a week, that is 25,000 naira on transportation alone. Hey! In a month, you'll be spending 100,000 naira with that.
So if your salary is 80,000 naira, or let's even say your salary is 100,000 naira. Now, let's even leave that guy living in Gondo aside. Let's say you are living around Aja, say Badure, Ogombo, Okunwaja, etc. and you are working in Victoria Land. Let's just assume that from your home to Aja you spend 200 naira and from Ajah to Victoria Island you are spending 1,000 naira. Then getting to your office, let's say Saka Tinubu or Adeola Odeko or whereabout, you need to spend another 200 naira. That's making it 1,400 naira just to get to office. Coming back, you spend the same 1,400 naira. That is making 2,800 naira in a single day. That's in a week, you'll be spending nothing less than 14,000 naira on transportation. And in 4 weeks, which is a month, you'll be spending 56,000 naira. Then let's say your salary is 100,000 naira. You have just 44,000 naira left.
You haven't talked about the food, though. And you know that once transportation increases, the price of food too will automatically increase. So let's say both office and house, you are eating 1,000 naira a day. That is 30,000 in a month. 30,000 plus 56,000, that is making 86,000 naira out of your salary of 100,000 naira. Hey! You have just 14,000 naira left. You never buy recharge card, oh. You never buy data, oh. You never pay DEPA bill, oh. You never do other some etc. things, oh. Please tell me, with this Lagos that rent is a tug of war. Even if you save that 14,000 naira without touching it again, the whole of 1 year you'll be able to save 168,000 naira. And assuming that you are living in a mini flat where your rent is 400,000 naira in a year, who will now give you the balance to make up your rent? Renewed hope, we have entered it.
All these calculations, they are just for a single person. What of someone that has kids that will go to school? How would you pay school fees, feeding the family, pay their transportation? So at the end of the day, when your salary can't even pay your transportation to work, you will have no option than to quit. Then after you quit, who will feed you? Who will pay your rent? So it's either hunger will kill you at home or you will come and die on the street.
Last, now the person you vote to, now him kill you. I know INEC chairman did his own magic. But if there was massive voting all around the country rejecting the rejected, it would have been too difficult for them to change the results. Any which way, our time is fast spent and we will draw our curtain here for today. Till we come your way again next week Saturday at 8 a.m. We say manage yourself. Oh.
Reduce the number of times you go out. If need be, transfer your children to nearby schools that are trackable. Partner with your colleagues that have cars. You guys say 3 of you plus the owner of the car making 4. You can make arrangement to contribute money to fuel the tank every week. Then he can pick you up from your bus stop and drop you off, especially if you are living on the same axis. Anything that is not important, just make a call, a video call or conference call and resolve it. If your job is what you can do from anywhere, discuss with your boss. Work from home. Reduce the number of meat in your pot of soup. Reduce wasteful time on internet. Change your cream or perfume to a cheaper one. There are things you can do to cut down the cost of spending. Have a blessed weekend.